Okay, so this is going to be our test review vlog. Just going through the directions, not the answers or anything, just going through the directions. This is posted publicly in case you need it. I thought I'd give you a different picture for this one because, again, I'm going to be behind the camera instead of in front of it, so not a selfie. I just thought I'd start with a picture. Here we go. Let's take a look at the test. I'm actually going to start on this side. Okay, these parachuters have the same mass. So your variable will not be their mass because they have the same mass. Okay, examine the drawing of two people jumping with parachutes. We have person A, person B. You don't need to do any of these highlighting. I'm just kind of pointing out this stuff that's there. Label the drawing with arrows to show forces acting on the parachuters. 2 points, so that tells you that there should be at least two forces. Person A and B have the same mass. I realize this is in bold and underlined on your test. Which person will fall faster to earth, person A or person B? All you have to say is A or B. It's 1 point. Explain why you think your answer is correct using what you know about forces, motion, mass, and acceleration. 1 point as well. So I realize there's 4 vocab words there, but as long as you get an answer that is on track, you're getting this one correct. It's worth 1 point. Identify at least 2 of the forces acting on the parachutes and describe what the force is doing. Force number 1, force number 2. Need to be 2 different things. Do not put force as your force. We talked about force is not a thing. We don't live in the Star Wars universe. Force, a thing is not. And then is it pushing or pulling? So just write pushing or pulling down here. And what is the direction? Up, down, left, right. So got to fill in whatever direction you think it is. Up, down, left, right, whatever it might be. It could be right, right. Maybe they're both going the same direction. That is worth 10 points on this side. If you add that all up, because we got 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 total points on this side. On this side, we are worth 15 points. It's written right here in the margin anyhow. This is very much the same as our planning and investigation. Here's the big difference. Question already given to you. What effect does increasing the mass of the cart have on the amount of force needed to pull it? Write your answer in the hypothesis below. A little bit different than what we did in class with the cars. For the cars, we were letting them roll. In this case, we're actually pulling. You can see we got a picture of a little wagon here. So we're pulling the wagon. If I increase the mass of the carts, that's given to you, then the amount of force needed to pull it would, 1 point here, because 1 point here. Now, draw and label how you would set up this investigation. Draw 2 pictures that are the same except for the 1 variable you would change. Include arrows to show the forces acting on the cart as it's pulled. 4 points. So you are looking at picture, okay, arrows with forces. So not arrows pointing at the picture, there's a picture. Okay, not that, arrows with forces. Make sure you're doing that correctly. That is worth 4 points. So you're looking at actually getting the forces correct for getting your points there primarily. Independent variable, again, you want to say what the 1 variable is that you're actually going to change. It should be easy. It's in the question. It's in the hypothesis. You drew it in your picture here. You're just rewriting it here. How will you change it? So, first cart, it's going to look one way. Second cart, it's going to look another way. Don't write first and second, but just that's your answers are going to be what's going on here, what's going on here, how did it change? Dependent variable, what are you going to measure? Okay, so the thing you're going to measure. Tool you'll use to measure it. Unit of measurement you will use. Okay, so independent variable, 3 points. Dependent variable, 3 points. Now, once again, and I already mentioned this during the intro today, controlled variables are independent, are not related to the independent and dependent variables. So, I'm going to write that over here again. Not IV or DV. They are not the same thing. Do not write any of those over here. The control variables are what you will keep the same to make sure the test is fair. Looking for 3 of those to get your 3 points here. Okay? 3 is 9, 4 is 13, 14, 15, 15 total points. And that is your test. It will be broken down into 2 parts, put in the grade book as a 15 and as a 10. This 15 here, you're following pretty much the same format as here. You should be familiar with it since we already went through those formatives. This will be your summative. You'll have the rest of the period to work on that. If you got stamped with please correct and return on the formative one, then if you finish your test early, please take a look at it, correct it, and return it. That is your test review for today. Hopefully things go well. Ask questions if you have them. I'm always happy to answer questions. I'm just not happy to tell you answers that you should know on your own. That is the only key to that. So that is your test, and good luck.